Screen is visible to all of you. Screen is visible to all of you. Yes, please, anyone. Okay, so I am going to start the lecture. Parallelly, I am recording also so that those who are not present right now can attend the class later. Now, let me start the lecture. Now, as I told you, that the economics of the plant, we were on the topic of economics of the plant, right? What we have discussed so far: cost, and before that, some terminologies, then cost, and then we were on the topic of interest, time value of money, time value of money. Now, you know, this time value of money is manifested by the interest. Now, let me tell you the types of interest right here. Now, type of interest, as far as the type of interests are concerned: simple interest, all right. The second is compound interest, compound interest, and third one is nominal, and very much related to this, effective interest, and last but not least, continuous interest. So I will try to finish all those things today itself. But what we have discussed in the last class: simple interest. Simple interest, I have derived the formula for the simple interest. F, future worth, is equal to principal amount is P, then P plus PIN for n interest period. I is the interest rate per period. Then you will be having, you know, P common, and then 1 plus REN. This was the formula that we have discussed. Now this F is called the future worth of the P, certain terminology, and P in turn is called the present worth of F. Okay? So this thing you must understand. Now after that, we have discussed the compound interest by taking the cash flow diagram and derived the formula that is the following. The future worth of any principal amount P is 1 plus I e power n. I told you I is nothing but the interest rate per period. That's how you need to remember it. Interest rate, I will not say per year or anything else, but I will say here per period. Interest rate per period, per period. And moreover, this period means the time interval. ईयर हो चाहे वीक हो चाहे मंथ हो, तो वो सेम होना चाहिए थ्रू आउट, तभी तो ये सब कॉमन लेके P1 प्लस आई की पावर n। सो इंटरेस्ट रेट पर यूनिफॉर्म पीरियड और अदर, so I is this, and what is n? The number of period. N is the total number of period. Total number of period or interest period. Sometimes we say interest period. Now interest rate per interest period also. So this is the terminology that you need to understand. Now I told you that nominal interest rate. Now I will tell you that I have taken nominal interest rate in the last class say, but if you look to the Peter Teamer house book, then you will find the symbol R for that. So I will take this R as a symbol because I have recommended the book Peter Teamer House, so that you will be in line with that book. Okay. So I have taken so R right here. Now as far as nominal and effective interest rate is concerned, I am telling you nominal interest rate. You know what is nominal interest rate? Interest rate per year. So interest rate per year is called the nominal interest rate. So I is the interest rate suppose per period, if, and let's say R is the interest rate per year, and that now if you are compounding annually or compounding quarterly, so depending on that, means you are dividing the 1 year interval into several parts. So that parts, suppose n number of parts you are dividing or m number of parts you are dividing, I will write m here because n I have taken total number of period. So I is equal to R by M, just like I have taken J by N right there in the last lecture. So I is equal to R by M. I is the interest and R is the nominal interest. Now, as far as effective interest is concerned, now let me tell you the effective interest. Now, the concept of effective interest. Concept of effective इंटरेस्ट। नाउ व्हाट इज दैट? इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट का मतलब क्या हुआ, इसको समझाने के लिए आई विल टेक एनालॉजी। And you will be able to understand through this analogy the effective interest rate very clear. Suppose R is the nominal interest rate. R is the nominal interest rate, means interest rate per year. All right. Now effective interest rate, but you are saying interest rate per year, but you are compounding it half yearly, or you are half yearly or semi annually or quarterly or anything. So uh, based on that, सपोज आपने किसी से लोन लिया 10,000 रुपए और इंटरेस्ट रेट पर ईयर, इंटरेस्ट रेट पर ईयर, लेट मी टेल यू, इंटरेस्ट रेट पर ईयर, सपोज आपने किसी से लोन लिया है 3% पर पीरियड बेसिस पे, 3% पर पीरियड बेसिस पे आपने लोन लिया हुआ है, ठीक है। अब इसमें क्या होगा कि और इंटरेस्ट की बात आई तो इंटरेस्ट compounded, this is the key word that will represent compounded. अगर कई वर्ड आ जाए तो समझ लो नॉमिनल इंटरेस्ट आने वाला है, followed by nominal interest. So interest compounded semi-annually, semi-annually. All right. Now 3% per period. Per period. Now you have divided this whole 1 year. Semi-annually means 2. So if we talk about the interest, interest is compounding. Sorry, interest is 3% per period. This is given, and loan लिया है, and interest is compounded. Interest is compounded half year period, at half year period. Now 3% at half 3% at half year period. Now what you will say? You will say that 6%, and if you take this into nominal term, what you will say? That 6% 6% nominal interest rate, because 3 twos are, because 2 periods are there. So 6% nominal interest rate, compounded semi-annually. Because this is nominal, so you will have to tell that compounded, the keyword for nominal, so semi-annual. Compounded semi-annually or half yearly. Semi-annual. All right. Now, so this 6% is the nominal interest rate, and 3% is the interest per period. But the actual annual return on the principal would not be exactly. But actual annual return, अब उनकी बात करें, हम कहें actual annual return. Actual annual return की बात करें तो क्या वो 6% होगा? नो. देखो अब मैं एग्जाम्पल लेके बता रहा हूँ. मान लो 100 रुपीज 100 रुपीज आपने बारो किया है. 3% हाफ ईयर बेसिस पे. तो अब नॉमिनल निकालना है, तो नॉमिनल तो पर ईयर होता है, नॉमिनल 6% पर ईयर हो जाएगा. इसका मतलब आपको 6 रुपीज रिटर्न मिलेगा पर ईयर. 6 रुपीज रिटर्न मिलेगा 1 साल के बाद. बट एक्चुअल रिटर्न इतना नहीं मिलने वाला पर ईयर. अब देखो क्यों? क्योंकि कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली है, मतलब एक ईयर में 2 पार्ट होंगे. मान लो ये 0 टाइम है राइट नाउ. एट द एंड ऑफ 1 ईयर, सपोज दिस वन इज नाउ कंपाउंडेड, मतलब यहाँ पे हाफ ईयरली, तो यहाँ पे कंपाउंडेड होगा 6 month, and then it will be compounded right here. तो बताओ यहाँ पे कितना था? 100 रुपीज आपने लोन लिया था. सो कैश फ्लो डायग्राम 100 रुपीज, and now per period this much, you know, interest rate is given 3. So P 100. See, I have discussed all those things before, how to proceed through cash flow diagram, right? So I'm not going to draw the cash flow even diagram right now. So this is 100. Now you will have to move to this. So what is P means 100. 1 plus interest rate per period is 0.03 फ्रैक्शन में होगा ये। और कितने n मीन्स टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीरियड कितने होंगे, तो 1 एंड 2 टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीरियड। इसके पावर में क्या आएगा, टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीरियड। यहां तक आप पहुंचे तो कितना, पहला पीरियड है तो 1 पीरियड। ओके, नाउ दिस विल बिकम principal at this moment, and then you will have to move at this point. So you know this is the compound interest and you are compounding semi annually. So बीच में एक लाइन और ड्रा हो, तो इससे 2 हो गया, तो n की पावर 2 हो जाएगा, बिकॉज यू विल कीप डूइंग। तो ये विल इज 100, 1 प्लस 0.03 की पावर n की जगह पे 2 हो जाएगा। अब मुझे बताओ, अब 6 रुपीज रिटर्न था, 6 रुपीज रिटर्न था मीन्स यहाँ पे अगर हम नॉमिनल इंटरेस्ट की बात करें तो 106 रिटर्न मिलेगा। बट इफेक्टिवली आपको कितना मिल रहा है, जो रियल इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है वो कितना मिल रहा है, विल इट बी 106? नॉट। इफ यू कैलकुलेट 1.03 का स्क्वायर आप कैलकुलेट कीजिए तो क्या आएगा बताओ। हाँ, कैलकुलेटर होगा आप लोगों के पास, जरा करके देखिए क्या आएगा। 1.03 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 1.0609 आएगा। एंड वंस यू मल्टीप्लाई विद 100 then you will get 106.09. So this would be 106.09. Will it be same as 106? Not. Effective interest rate is this much. So what you have done for the 1 year, if compounded, so this is the case that we have to learn. Now so the point is that 6% 6% per year nominal interest rate would not be effectively the effective interest rate. Effective interest rate would be different, like 6.09% here. Now how will you do that? How will you develop the formula for that? Now let me tell you that PF future amount is equal to, I have developed the formula P1 plus I e power n. Now in nominal term you can write this P1 plus I की जगह पे हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, R by M. M is the number of interest period in 1 year and R is the nominal interest rate. So this power M is the number of interest period, just like N is the number of interest period. So this you will get. Now effective interest rate, now I am writing just for 1 year. So 1 year F is equal to P दिस इज ऑल्सो रिटन फॉर 1 ईयर, राइट? 1 ईयर में m इंटरेस्ट पीरियड है, तो P1 प्लस जो वट एवर इफेक्ट इंटरेस्ट रेट विल बी I effective. I effective means interest rate per year. इंटरेस्ट रेट पर ईयर, बट ये इफेक्टिव वाला है, नॉमिनल नहीं है। तो पर ईयर तो एम की वैल्यू 1 ईयर है, तो 1 ईयर में तो एक ही एनुअल है, तो इंटरेस्ट पीरियड 1 ही आ जाएगा। नाउ यू नीड टू कंपेयर बोथ। So on comparing, you will get P this and this will be equal. So P right left hand side equal, so right hand side equal. So P uh, 1 plus R by M की पावर m, 1 पीरियड में m पीरियड है, m इंटरेस्ट पीरियड, एंड इफेक्टिव P1 प्लस I इफेक्टिव। इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट है बट पर ईयर है, राइट? सो दिस पर ईयर, तो 1 ईयर में कितने इंटरेस्ट पीरियड? 1 ईयर। सो अब हम इंटरेस्ट रेट जो ले रहे हैं वो भी पर ईयर ले रहे हैं, इसलिए यहाँ पे जो पावर आएगी वो 1 आएगी, राइट? Now this means P will cancel out. It means 1 plus I effective is equal to 1 plus R by M raised to the power M. So this implies I effective is equal to 1 plus R की power M. Remember, R is the nominal interest rate and M is the number of interest period in 1 year, per year, raised to the power m minus 1. So this is the formula of effective interest rate, and relationship between effective interest rate and nominal interest rate are. Now tell me, if you know the nominal interest rate is here. Now R is the nominal interest rate. Nominal interest rate. Now this formula is very useful in calculating effective interest rate. Now next topic is continuous interest rate. Now what you will find in industry more usually, that continuously there is a payment, continuously लगातार payment हो रहा है, and if you are compounding also continuously, then there is a need to develop the formula for continuous interest compounding. So next is continuous interest compounding. Okay, now what is that continuous? Now this F you have developed future in terms of P and 1 plus R by M की power M. This was after 1 year. If you look this I have written in for the 1 year. 1 year में जितने इंटरेस्ट पीरियड होंगे M. अब आफ्टर आप n ईयर है तो n ईयर अगर हो, नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स अगर n हो, तो यहाँ पे mn पीरियड हो जाएगा. तो mn period. So I am telling, so after n year if we talk about, then number of, so this is the interest rate per period, and here number of total period. तो total period अगर n ईयर है तो 1 ईयर में m पीरियड है, तो n ईयर है अगर, तो mn पीरियड हो जाएगा, mn लिख देंगे यहाँ पे। तो दिस फ्यूचर वैल्यू आफ्टर f आफ्टर n year, right? N is the number of year. Earlier I have represented number of year by y. Now what you will do, that if continuous interest compounding means you are compounding not half yearly, not quarterly, not, you are dividing. Say you are dividing half yearly compounding means two part, quarterly compounding and other compounding, weekly compounding more smaller part. Now continuously if you are dividing, m is the number of parts per year, number of periods per year. So continuously means you are dividing more and more and more. So m will tend to infinity. So just this f after n year, what will be? So p is constant, that is principal amount. So limit you will take, limit m tending to infinity 1 plus r by m raised to the power m n. अब मुझे ये बताओ कि यहाँ पे r बाई m आ रहा है और आप जानते क्या हो, वो एक चीज आप देख लो, लिमिट x tending to infinity, limit x tending to infinity 1 plus 1 upon x की power x is equal to e. So whatever right here you will find 1 upon x, इसका इनवर्स यहाँ पे मिलेगा अगर, so 1 upon x, then you will call it exponential e. So this series you know, now you will find r by m, इसका 1 upon करोगे, रेसिप्रोकल लोगे तो m upon r should be in the numerator. तो m upon r करने के लिए you need to divide by r, you need to divide by r. All right, so we have divided by r. Now you need to multiply also. So multiply with r, है ना? तो ये हो गया. So then you will be able to write, this quantity as e. So this you will be able to write p e की power what? E की power, this is e, so e की power this nr, so e की power nr. This you have developed the formula future worth for continuous compounding. So let me write it with another color. Right. So f after n year, n is the number of year, if compounded continuously, p e की power n r. Remember, r is the interest rate per year, means this r is nominal interest rate. Nominal interest. So this we have developed. Now this after n year. Now effective interest rate, if we talk about for continuous compounding, effective interest rate for continuous compounding क्या होगा? इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट के लिए आप जो यहाँ पे कंपेयर किए थे किसको, this thing and this, you know, so we have to compare these two equations, but m tending to infinity we have to take. So p1 plus r by m for effective interest rate For continuous compounding, P 1 plus R by M raised to the power M, limit, you will have to take limit, so P will be outside limit because you know P is fixed, so limit M tending to infinity. Let me erase this, like write very clearly. So P limit M tending to infinity 1 plus R by M raised to the power M is equal to P 1 plus I effective. Now what will happen here? So M tending to infinity, so P you will write, and limit M tending to infinity. Now you will be able to write it 1 plus R by M. तो ऊपर क्या होना चाहिए एक्सपोनेंट में, m बाई आर होना चाहिए. m को डिवाइड करोगे r से और मल्टीप्लाई भी करना पड़ेगा. इज इक्वल टू p 1 plus I effective. Now next step you will get p, and this will become this thing will become e. So this is e की power r. E की power r is equal to p 1 plus I effective. PP will cancel out. So e की power r is equal to 1 plus I effective. So this is another formula that we have developed, e की power. So and this will give you I effective if compounded continuously e की power r minus 1. अब यहाँ से अगर आपको e की पावर ये चीज हो गई. ओके, नाउ if you want to write this, now you know, for continuous compounding after n year, f is equal to p e raised to the power rn, and this gives us, if you write in terms of if into p effective, so 1 plus I effective, this is for 1 year, so for n year you will know power n. So this much you can write. So effect continuous interest, you understand, right? Now next thing is that so P and F, P is the present worth and F is the future worth. Now next concept that I want to tell you is the following: annuity. Annuity. Annuities. Annuity is a, first write the definition. Annuity, I भी होगा यहाँ पे. Annuity is a series of payment. Annuity is a series of payments occurring at equal time interval. Equal time interval, first condition. Second is equal payment, series of equal payments. Series of equal payments. So two keywords are there: equal payments at equal time interval. So two conditions for annuity. I will list down. First, equal payments And second condition will of course answer the first condition. Equal payments at what time of interval? So at equal time interval. At equal टाइम इंटरवल, सपोज 6 मंथ पे कर रहे हो तो 6 मंथ पे ही पे करना है। इसे ईएमआई भी बोलते हैं, है ना। आप कार खरीदते हो तो कहता है 10,000 रुपये महीने दे दो तो इतने साल में पूरा हो जाएगा, एंड लाइक दैट यू नो। सो at equal time period, equal payment are made at equal time interval. Now cash flow diagram related to annuity. So cash flow diagram. Now at time t is equal to 0, suppose this is time t is equal to 0. You have purchased something, 0, and then you have to pay continuously. So this is the expenditure or payments equal. So arrow कितनी बनेगी, equal size की या different size की? Equal size की, equal size. Equal time interval means this gap must be equal. ये टाइम लाइन है कैश लाइन डायग्राम में. So this time and then again equal time interval, next payment. So this is the uniform payment. Uniform payment specify both. Means with respect to point, you know. So this is not uniform. Uniform नहीं कहना है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि uniform is more typical word. But equal payments है. Equal payments है. Let's say those equal payments are you call it, those equal payments are, let's say, R. R, 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 R. And you have to pay till its annuity term. यहाँ तक आपने पे किया उसका. So this is uniform because this is annuity. This is the periodic payment with the period same, with the same period. So you know, if you draw the graph, then you will find that ये, but you know these are the discrete time interval. अगर हम फिर हम जाएंगे कंटिन्यूअस पे तो ये और ज्यादा लाइंस इसमें बन जाएगी कंटिन्यूअस में. ओके, but first let's develop the formula for that. So these are the cash. Now some terms that you must understand. First you understand the annuity. There are two basic conditions. First, equal payment. Second, at equal time interval. Now by keeping these things in mind, let me tell you F फ्यूचर पेमेंट, मतलब फ्यूचर में इसकी वर्थ कितनी होगी जितना आप सब पे करोगे. अभी 10-10 हज़ार हर महीने पे कर रहे हो तो आपको कह दिया गया 4 साल तक आपको पे करना है हर मंथ. तो आपकी फ्यूचर में उसकी वर्थ कितनी होगी, तो वो जानने के लिए तो F इज कॉल्ड द अमाउंट ऑफ एन्युटी. Amount of annuity, amount of annuity, okay, amount of annuity at the end of annuity term, at the end of annuity term. Now what is annuity term? Annuity term is the period. Annuity term is the, you know, you will make the first payment and you will make the last payment. So the period between first payment and last payment is called the annuity term. Period between first and last payment is called the annuity period, annuity term. So annuity term is the time from the beginning of the first payment period to the end of the last payment. So I will write this definition also. Annuity term is the period, annuity term is the time from beginning of the first payment to end of beginning of the first payment to end of the last payment, end of the last payment. This is called the annuity term. Now we need to develop the formula. Now I told you that suppose annuity, so annuity, अब हम annuity this total amount R जो पे किया, बस सीधे सीधे नहीं जोड़ दोगे R n times जोड़ दिया तो NR हो गया, वो नहीं होगा क्योंकि you have to take into account the interest also. So interest also, so you will use the concept of cash flow diagram. So concept of cash flow diagram. Suppose so at the end whatever at the end of the period, annuity period, यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे कि क्या स्थिति बन रही है, you know. So I would like to highlight यहाँ पे at the end of the period, this annuity period. तो हम सारे पेमेंट्स को यहाँ पे ले जाएंगे, तो इसको मूव करेंगे यहाँ पे, राइट, देन इसको भी मूव करेंगे यहाँ पे, और सारे को इसी n पे ले जाएंगे, n है यहाँ पे, right, this is n minus 1 and n minus 2. I have, okay, this is, or this is one period, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, so I will bring at that place. So what I am going to do, so ये जितने आ रहे हैं, this is beginning 0, then R, then R, then R, and we will bring all those equal payment at equal time interval at this point, at the end of annuity term. So you will bring this one. Let me use different color so that you can understand very clearly. So this you will bring right here. This you will bring right here. Now certain things that I tell you. Suppose this is the n period. Total period is n. Suppose this is one period. This is second. This is third, and this is n. So what are the suppose you are bringing this to this end. So कितने पीरियड होंगे, तो एक पीरियड तो इधर खत्म हो चुका, सो टोटल पीरियड n था तो n minus 1, so this will go through n minus 1 period. This will similarly go through n minus 2 period because 2 period will be यहाँ पे जाएगा, so 2 से n तक जा रहा है तो n minus 2, 3 से तो n minus 3. So all those payments we see the future worth. So future worth, let's say f amount of annuity. So amount of annuity, we are taking this R, all are equal payments, so we are taking R. So R, now we are writing with respect to this, so R 1 plus I, let's say per period, I is the interest payment, I की पावर, अब नंबर ऑफ पीरियड कितने हैं, n minus 1, यहाँ पे देखिए n minus 1, so you will put n minus. Now sum of all the payments, this R को अब यहाँ पे लाओगे तो फ्यूचर पेमेंट्स यहाँ पे लाओगे तो प्लस R is same 1 plus I n की पावर n minus 2. Now bring all the same point at this point one, all the payments. So next R 1 plus I n minus 3. Similarly, you can write like this. अब हम लास्ट टू टर्म्स लिखेंगे. तो एकदम लास्ट वाला टर्म क्या होगा, वो तो आर ही होगा क्योंकि वो तो nth पॉइंट पे है ही इस पॉइंट पे. और उससे जस्ट पहले वाला क्या होगा, आप देख रहे हो n-3 है ये, तो n-2 ये है. 3 से एक कम, यू नो n 1 प्लस, तो n-3 प्लस 1 करोगे तो n-2 आ जाएगा. सो यहाँ पे r और 1 प्लस आई की पावर 0 रहा होगा, अभी तो 1 हुआ यहाँ पे, तो 0 से 1 आ जाएगा. सो 1 प्लस आई की पावर 1. सो r 1 प्लस आई की पावर 1. Now this is the series. So series, बीच में और बहुत सारे टर्म्स आएंगे up to this. Now अब हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए हम दोनों साइड को वी मस्ट मल्टीप्लाई बोथ साइड बाई 1 प्लस आई. 1 प्लस आई से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो 1 प्लस आई एफ इज इक्वल टू आर. अब इसको 1 प्लस आई से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो दिस की 1 प्लस आई की पावर n-1 है तो n हो जाएगा, प्लस आर 1 प्लस आई. अगर हम इसको 1 प्लस आई से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे बच्चों तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, n-2 प्लस 1 मीन्स n-1. ऑल राइट, प्लस डॉट 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 प्लस आर लास्ट टू टर्म में 1 प्लस आई से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 1 प्लस आई स्क्वायर प्लस आर 1 प्लस आई हो जाएगा. ये हो गया. अब हम मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद इस इक्वेशन में से ऊपर वाली इक्वेशन को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे. तो ऊपर वाली इक्वेशन नीचे लिख दें. f इज इक्वल टू आर 1 प्लस आई n-1 r 1 प्लस आई n-2 and then write last two terms. So r 1 plus I plus r. Now you will subtract these. Okay, you will have to subtract. तो यहाँ हम subtract कर देंगे तो क्या बचेगा, this is fi plus f minus f. So fi you will get, so you will get fi यू नो सम. ये सम है f सभी का, तो s से भी रिप्रेजेंट किया हुआ पीटर टीमर हाउस में. तो डोंट कंफ्यूज, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट. सो एस आई इज इक्वल टू क्या मिल जाएगा आपको, इफ यू सिंप्लीफाई इट यू विल गेट आर 1 प्लस आई की पावर n माइनस आर. अब देखो यहाँ पे बेटा, ये अगर माइनस करोगे तो ये यहाँ से कैंसिल हो जाएगा, ऐसे सारे टर्म्स कैंसिल हो जाएंगे. तो इसका ऊपर वाले का फर्स्ट टर्म बचेगा. ओके, और यू नो डायगोनली कैंसिल हो जा रहा है, ये इससे कैंसिल हो जाएगा और ये लास्ट टर्म बचेगा. So you will get this fi is equal to r 1 plus I raised to the power n minus r. So f is equal to r 1 plus I की power n minus r divided by I, right? So this you will get. Now suppose you are taking common r. So r 1 plus I की power n. Now why we are taking common this, so that we can understand the r is the installment में जो पेमेंट कर रहे हो वो है, तो इसका कितना टाइम से. So 1 plus I की power n, normally if you are compounding then you will find that this, in case of in case of even non-annuity payment, but you will get this one means minus 1 and divided by I in case of equal payments at equal time interval. So this is just we have done to compare all those things. So this is all about the interest rate, annuity and everything. Now summary. I will summarize the lecture. So I will note down here only formula that we have derived earlier. So, okay. So with respect to interest, what we have done so far, simple interest, yes, compound interest, all right, then nominal, then effective effective interest, and then continuous, and then we have discussed annuity. Okay, that is equal payment at equal time interval, two conditions. Now simple interest we have seen so far. Simple interest, future worth is equal to, पीटर टीमर हाउस में सारे फ्यूचर वर्थ को एस से लिख दिया है सम से, बट यू नो लेटर ऑन यू विल फाइंड दैट दे विल कॉल इट फ्यूचर वर्थ. सो पी and 1 plus IN. All right. Now for compound interest, you have written PF is equal to P 1 plus I की power n, compound interest. And nominal interest, I told you nominal interest is R, and its relationship with the simple, with the nominal interest R, that is per year, divided by M, and its relation with I is the, you know, interest rate per period. Its relation with interest rate per period is the following: I is equal to R by M. M is the number of interest period per year, and effective interest you have just find out. So effective interest, I effective is equal to you know 1 plus effective, the relationship between effective and nominal interest rate, 1 plus R by M e power M minus, and continuous interest rate, continuous interest rate with respect to continuous interest rate, what you have found, continuous interest rate, let me tell you continuous interest rate when you are doing. So F is equal to future worth is equal to this one, you know, this one. F is equal to P e की power R Rn is equal to P 1 plus I effective की power n. Okay. This is continuous in case of continuous. And what is I effective? I effective is equal to e की power R minus 1. I effective is equal to e की power. So effective interest rate, I effective is equal to e की power R minus 1. Continuous compounding in case of. And the formula for F future value, what you find? Future value P e की power R n in this case. And with respect to annuity, just इसमें कुछ भी याद remember कुछ भी कहीं भी नहीं करना, just concept, because you know n is the total number of period and I is the interest rate per period. अब ये पता है तो बस नॉमिनल क्या होता है, पर ईयर होता है, तो पर ईयर होता है, बट पर पीरियड फाइंड आउट करना है तो एक ईयर में कितने पीरियड होंगे वो देख लो. सो आई इज इक्वल टू आर बाई एम हो गया. इफेक्टिव आप जानते हो 1 ईयर से कंपेयर कर दोगे, दिस फार्मूला यू विल गेट, यू डोंट नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस. You know, continuous compounding, you can do this and you can find out the I effective. I told you that इसको भी रिमेंबर नहीं करना है. एन्युटी में इक्वल पेमेंट होता है इक्वल टाइम इंटरवल पे, बस ध्यान रखो. अब एन्युटी टोटल पेमेंट कितना हुआ तो एट द एंड पे आप देखोगे एन्युटी टर्म डिफाइन कर देगा कि आप 5 साल तक हर 6 महीने पे इतना पेमेंट करोगे तो बस आपका जो भी आप लोन लिए हैं वो पूरा हो जाएगा. तो एट द एंड पे ही तो ले जाओगे सारी चीज को, तो सारे जो इक्वल पेमेंट्स हैं उसको इस पे ले आओ, जिसका मैंने तरीका आपको बताया हुआ है. दैट्स इट ऑल अबाउट इंटरेस्ट. एंड नेक्स्ट वी विल प्रोसीड फॉर द यू नो another topic that is called uh, after interest, um, depreciation. Depreciation, I think in the next lecture, depreciation and profitability we will discuss. Okay, thank you so much. Let me stop right here. Any question, please? You can open your audio and ask the question. हाँ, कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है बच्चों? समझ आ गया या नहीं? हेलो,
Yes, no sir.
समझ आया बेटा या नहीं
No
आया?
question.
हाँ, समझ आ गया.
Yes sir, आ गया.
अच्छा अच्छा, और किसी को? कौन कौन प्रेजेंट है? अमरेंद्र कुमार, अमरेंद्र इज देयर?
Yes, sir.
समझ आया बेटा?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, अनुभव वर्मा समझ आ गया?
Yes sir.
कुलदीप तिवारी, अस्मिता यादव,
यस सर, आ गया समझ में.
कुमारी कीर्ति, एनी प्रॉब्लम सो फार? नीरज कुमार, एनी प्रॉब्लम बेटा? शैलेशा मिश्रा,
Yes,
एनी
sir.
प्रॉब्लम? स्वाति वर्मा, एनी प्रॉब्लम?
नो सर.
आत्मिका राय, एनी प्रॉब्लम बेटा?
नो सर.
ओके, सो वेरी फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स आर प्रेजेंट राइट नाउ. देखो, ये क्लास बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और मैं पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि आपको समझ में आए दिस डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट. सो प्लीज़ आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा संख्या में जुड़ें मुझसे और कोई क्लास मिस ना करें. आई हैव रिकॉर्डेड दिस लेक्चर, सो आई विल अपलोड टुडे और टुमारो, so you can send to other, they can watch this. Okay, thank you so much. Good day, good luck, goodbye. Mark your attendance till 1 p.m.